Salutations everyone, this is Granadine Mapping speaking, and I want to announce that this channel is officially 1 year old, and today is my 17th birthday, so happy birthday to me! You are seeing my face right now, because this is going to be a face reveal, and I will be telling my story in mapping today. My story begins in the late autumn of 2018, where I stumbled upon a mapping video created by Danzig HD Mapper. Later, I would watch Keepard and Ollie By. During that same year, I would watch nutshell videos created by Luke Mapper and GGG502. Later, I would get bored and stop watching those videos. I would eventually rediscover mapping in the autumn of 2019 with Cosmic Mapping's Alternate Future of the World. I enjoyed every second of it. I also watched a few of his episodes of Alternate Future of the United States. I would become fully passionate about mapping when I watched Canadian Mapping's videos. I also watched other mappers that same year, such as Freezebond, Holland Mapping, and Batse Bulgarian. My first country balls and maps were very crappy to say the least, and were mostly made using Autodesk Sketchbook and Paint 3D. Neither of them I would ever recommend. It would not be until 2020 when I actually started to make decent improvements. I got Paint.net and started to improve with my maps. Then I asked my parents if I could create my YouTube channel, and they told me to wait until the year 2021 on my 16th birthday. So I decided to wait, and during that time I would make more improvements until I became very decent. A few months passed and I turned 16. On that day I create my YouTube channel, New Granada Mapper, and I start to work on my first video. I did not really get enough attention until I released the next one. Later, I would join the server of a bigger mapper where I made friends with a few other mappers, Medit, Rusakatania, and Nilotic. During that time, I would also become friends with Alkin Bobby. When I released the third episode of Alternate Future of Europe, I started to make improvements, and I got a comment from Ethan and Braden Productions. He gave me a link to Windows Movie Maker, and I was so grateful to him for it because FilmForth was very crap, and I could not use crossfade with FilmForth, so I'm grateful that he gave me Windows Movie Maker. After my World War I video, which I gave Ethan and Braden a shout out, I would start to use terrain maps, and I would continue to make improvements. After the 5th episode of Alternate Future of Europe, I got very demotivated with that series and decided to work on another series, Congress. With that series, I decided to just ditch Circle Tool entirely and use Line Tool with my country balls. On Christmas of that year, my dad got me Adobe Creative Cloud, which I have been using since. I used Adobe Premiere Pro and decided I don't need Movie Maker anymore, so I used Adobe Premiere Pro. I would also use Adobe Animate, as a lot of you know, and I experimented with it. On January 16th of 2022, A person of the name Paradiator asked me to join his community, the IFMC. I accepted and joined. Medit is also in the IFMC. In the IFMC, I would get acquainted with a few other mappers. Sicilian Ball, Bicontinental, and Axis Mapper, now known as Lucanus. I would later join another organization 2 months later, the True Anti-Gilala Cliche, now known as the True Anti-Gilala Legion. On April Fools of 2022, I decided to rickroll everyone by doing a fake face reveal. I would later reveal my face now as I am speaking. Earlier this month, Lucanus sent me an invite to the Italian CIFM, and I joined. And nothing new has happened since. So that is where I end this video. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Farewell.